This was about a while ago, but I legitimately just do not care for this game. I mean, no one asked. I don't know anyone who asked. I don't know if it's a prequel or a sequel. Goddamn, it's probably one of those. But no one also asked to just have a completely new character of Ghost of Tsushima. Like, I don't know why games can't really just be standalone. They need prequels, sequels, remakes, attempts to try to capitalize more on the name and the IP. Like, just have something that can stand on its own 2 feet. Like, why do we need to keep doing this? And the fact that the voice actress for the main character couldn't shut her fucking mouth. Like, we also reached this age where people need to open their fucking mouth and go after, the consumer, the people that would have been putting food on your fucking table, but I guess now you think you're above them and can speak over them. Like, I don't understand how many times that has happened and it actually got more people, to buy a product and less. But let's watch this deep dive. Nah, tired. Let's do it. And it really sucks that PlayStation is the only gaming console company. You know, Nintendo's not competing. No one fucking cares for Xbox. I don't even think Xbox is going to even sell a physical console. Like, I think it has one or two, maybe one legitimately new console and like two more like iterations of that console, versions of it. I think they're done. Like, they're really pushing the season pass, or not season pass, the game pass.
Hello, everyone. This is Jason Connell and Nate Fox from Sucker Punch Productions. Ghost of Tsushima was an honor to be a part of. And today, Nate and I get to share more about our next game, Ghost of Yotei. We'll be sharing how we've crafted the game around exploration while keeping Atsu's tale of vengeance front and center.
Yeah, and okay, like I've said this before and I say it again. You'll get a lot of these games that look good. Like, I guess for being 34, like 300, $400 million, it better fucking look good, especially if they're demanding 70 and hell, maybe even 80 goddamn dollars from you. But the game does look good. I mean, at least there's talent somewhere in these companies, AAA Western game companies. Because it's not really the story. It's not any type of quality assurance. It's not the voice actors or anything. That replaced people of that caliber with individuals that don't actually care for gaming as a hobby or for as a culture. But I mean, games do look good, at least on the surface.
We'll also talk about Ghost combat and how it's evolved. And we'll introduce for the first time some new special modes of play. But let's start things off first by talking about a Japanese folk legend, the Onryo.
The people of Ezo believe Atsu is an Onryo, a wrathful ghost bent on revenge. And they're half right. Atsu doesn't care if she lives or dies, so long as she can punish the Yotei 6.
But does that really, what's the word I'm looking for? Does that really reflect in the character, right? A character that will do anything in her power to, get revenge, regardless of how that makes her look, or how that makes the people around her look, or how that affects the people around her. I don't know. I mean, there's been all these games that had major female characters, but they're more caricatures. Like, they're perfect in every way. They don't actually really have a character, right? They also look masculine. Like, they look like self-inserts of, the 12-year-old girl, what she would put as a video game character instead of anyone who actually knows how to make a character. And again, I'm looking back at games like Bayonetta and like older Tomb Raiders, how in Bayonetta there is strength in femininity, but again, we don't think like the culture has shifted, media has shifted to where you're just not even allowed to make a character like Bayonetta. And again, I said this before and I'd say it again. In a matter of taste, the consumer's always right. People bought the fuck out of Stellar Blade because, the gamer had a taste, and because the developers reciprocated, they made a lot of money. So I have the fucking hiccups. This happens every single fucking time I start talking. So I don't see this being the case here. Like, the way you're describing the character seems interesting, but are you going to be able to play that character in that way, or is it just going to be the over-the-shoulder third-person hack and slash where she can just obliterate like 7-8 different people? Probably. I mean,
If she lives or dies, so long as she can punish the Yotei 6, a ruthless gang who slaughtered her family. After 16 years in the South, she's returned home to put their spirits to rest. It's warm memories of her family that propel her forward. When Atsu returns to her childhood home, with the push of a button, you can experience those cherished times.
And do I care for this? I mean, there's a lot of these games that want to make their game into a movie, and I don't know why. Like, there's such thing as environmental storytelling where you don't need to do any of this to portray the same emotion. Like, you can do it through character development, but it actually requires you to make a good character. Like, I don't care for the whole flashback mode. That's just not really something that, like, what makes Ghost of Tsushima amazing is, okay, nothing that like this. Like, you're in the action, right? You're going through these things, and, okay, there's some cutscenes, but there's not like an entire mode where you just, well, that's just a walking simulator, right? Like, I think this would be stronger if you didn't have any of this. Didn't do the thing where it's like, oh, well, you gotta experience why she's like, no, you don't. Like, you have a goal, you have a mission, and everything, like game mechanics, combat, story should go towards achieving that instead of, random flashback mode.
By giving you the freedom to explore Atsu's past, the wound of her loss becomes personal. It's that pain that pushes her forward. Hunting down the Yotei 6 is a near impossible task. She'll face 1,000 blades. But the Onryo is relentless, and with each victory, the ghost story around her grows.
I don't know why you have to explain that. Like, From Software is perfect for environmental storytelling because you don't have to care. But if you just take the time while infinitely dodge rolling to keep from dying in 1 or 2 fucking hits, like, what's an example? For the third Dark Souls, when you fought I think it's the Demon King, like, if you've, spoilers by the way, if you get the Demon King, I think it's the Demon King, it's like the Demon King to the last 20% of its health, like, it will, expend all of its energy, but then it will just stand there tired, and that level of environmental storytelling, like, conveys the fact that it is literally the last of its kind, fighting, throwing hands with you. And if you look around that entire arena, you just see dead demons from all the other games just piled high, and it's just the one demon that's throwing hands with you. And again, there's not a single cutscene, and let's be honest, most people didn't even fucking care because they just wailed on the bastard just to kill him. But again, go back and play Dark Souls 3 and get to that part, and just, when it's about to blow up, move the fuck away, and it will just sit there swatting at you, and it's like, alright, I'm done. And you can't really have that way of storytelling, because if you have a game made by committee, they're like, okay, well, we need to portray this emotion. Well, how do we do it? Well, let's have a 12-minute fucking cutscene followed by, in the gameplay state of play, autistically explaining every aspect of it, instead of just having the player play the game. Like, did you forget you're making a game in interactive media? Or I guess many game companies forgot that.
Ghost of Yotei focuses on player freedom more than any game Sucker Punch has ever made. But it's also a game that, at its heart, is inspired by so many of our favorite wandering samurai films. So let's start off by talking about exploration at the edge of Japan. We all have different playstyles, so we set out to make an open-world game that lets you drive your own experiences.
Open world games is a very saturated market. You had Oblivion that time with the open world. A lot of open world games started to come out. Then, they were okay, but there's so many fucking Assassin's Creed games that are just open world but bland and vapid. Riding the horse, looking at the fucking grass and the wind patterns is fun the first couple times, but like in Skyrim or Morrowind, but after a while you just fast travel. After a while you don't want to go through it all again, because you want to be efficient, right? You want to go through the game, because I'm assuming most people that are playing this game have played Ghost of Tsushima and has played other open world games. Maybe when you were younger in the Oblivion days, you'd be fine with this, but now that you're an adult, You're like, I just want combat. I just want combat. And there's also these absolute animals that skip cutscenes and they just press escape, 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 just to go through all the cutscenes. Like, shame on you, by the way, but I understand the sentiment, you know.
Whether that's your curiosity to wonder, your thirst for combat, or a deep desire to stay focused on the story. As you explore, there's an underlying clue system that invites you to new adventures in new areas of the game that could be appealing to you. If you interrogate an enemy, choosing to ask about the Oni, you could uncover a landscape scarred by fire with more bold, samurai-like enemies to fight and abilities for Atsu to learn. Or if you ask about the Kitsune, might lead you to an area filled with snow and deception, enemies that ambush you, and new ninja-like tactics to study. Atsu draws cards for each clue to keep track of all available adventures. The more you...
Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is how you kind of develop the character. Like, choose which, like, skills and perks and which direction you want to take her. I mean, it's not a bad system. I mean, you know, choosing how you build your character based off interaction is fine.
You play, the more the game unfolds for you. As she makes progress against the Yotei 6, her legend as the on-rail grows.
It's her.
Bounty will go up, drawing the attention of deadlier foes.
Are you lost?
I'm looking for some old friends. The Yotei 6.
Show her the door.
I feel like that this would just be a better game if they didn't know who you are and you just kept the fucking mask on. Like, I get it, you have a voice actor, you modeled the face and probably tuned up the ugliness, you know, but I feel like this whole scene would just be better if no one knew who the fuck the character was and you just walked in. I mean, the voice acting just sort of takes me out. Like, I get it, you don't want the silent protagonist, and you don't have to have that, but I don't know, this just doesn't seem like an interesting setting, like, situation.
I'm looking for some old friends. The Yotei 6.
Show her the door.
There is a hefty price on Atsu's head. Now, Atsu can also hunt down her own bounties that bring her all around the land. This is a lucrative way to make some money to fuel her vengeance quest.
And I feel like if there's a bounty on you, you shouldn't be able to just walk up in there. Like, come on. Like, I'm just thinking how they could make this game better. If you had to be in a disguise or had to use deception, you could play two completely different type of characters. You know, the strong, silent type, or the, I don't know, the mouthy, bitchy type. Like, I feel like that would make for a better, and the fact that, like, you know, it's medieval Japan, and the fact that she's a woman and no one actually reacts to that fact. I mean, okay, knowing that, maybe if there's the superstitious aspect of some areas, but see, that would make the whole strong silent type get, like, you know, playthrough that much more interesting. Or you could, you know, I guess not go that route and maybe have to face harder challenges, you know, have to beat information out of people. Because, again, medieval Japan, it was a very conservative, like, setting. Like, I don't know why they're afraid to show that, and if they do, it has to be like a caricature of what the theater kids would want in that situation where you just beats the hell out of like 12 men, grown ass dudes twice their size. Like, you can have the characters suffer and that still add to the fucking story. You don't just have to have her parents died and that's it. Like, do you want this to be more of an interactive open world, or do you just want person to go from point A to point B, slash some dudes up, go from point B to point C, slash some dudes up? Because okay, that might be fine the first couple times, but I see that just being a boring gameplay loop like the 9th time.
You're not of Clan Eguchi. You're here for my bounty.
And I feel like making these bosses more interesting than, you walk up, cutscene happens, then you beat the fuck out of them. Like, I feel like that would make for a better comp. But again, I doubt they will do that. You might have one or two bosses where they actually, invest into them, but they're really like, okay, maybe these are just boring bounties, chore work. So, they didn't care to flesh them out. So, I mean, I guess you're supposed to. But, I mean, again, environment looks fine. Not shitting on the environment. Just this fight didn't look interesting. I mean, yeah, I feel like the bounty system is just going to be chore work.
Hidden in the world are altars of reflection. Finding one inspires Atsu and unlocks a new ability to help her on the journey ahead.
Oh god, don't make this be a fucking meditation, goddamn QTE, bro. Oh.
They are fun.
Okay, so it's perk progression. The thing that's in almost every single fucking AAA game. You have your open world, over the shoulder hack and slash. Perks that, I don't know, maybe some of them are fine. Focus attacks will disarm enemy performing a yellow glint attack. Earn spirits on successful disarm. I guess that's the goddamn skill bar thing.
To find on their own, but for a quicker route, you can always buy a traveler's map from the cartographer. Ghost of Yotei isn't going to rush you through anything. You can choose what motivates you most. But we think the best way to play is to simply pull out your spyglass, find something interesting on the horizon, and enjoy the ride.
Let's ride.
Yeah, and that's fine. Being like, oh, I want to go over there, and actually being able to go over there, like, that's okay. I mean, I don't have a problem with that. I mean, it's an open world game. Like, not everything needs to be just vapid running around. Why not?
The lands around Yotei are vast. It's not about checking it all off, it's about engaging in the content that gets you excited. Embrace that curiosity and let the wind guide you on your hunt.
Ezo is a dangerous place. Atsu always wields a weapon. As for which, that's up to you. Will you choose a katana, spear, a surigama, odachi, or dual swords?
I mean, seeing I'm okay with that. Obviously, you go for the biggest, longest fucking sword, because why the fuck would you ever use anything other than that? But, I mean, this is fine.
Each is uniquely effective against a particular enemy and has their own set of upgrades to discover and master.
Okay, so it's more like rock, paper, scissors. Never mind. I mean, fuck it. Still use the big old sword.
Plant Saito banners.
Let's see how she uses these weapons in the field. Searching for leads on Lord Saito.
This is our food, from our soil. Our soldiers need it more, to free you.
Free us. Inokichi steals our crops, while our families starve.
Atsu's no samurai or ninja. No, she's a lone wolf mercenary who'll use every advantage, every dirty trick to win a fight.
Yeah, again, I'm okay with that. Like, having more, I think in Ghost of Tsushima you could choose to be honorable or to use the unhonorable stuff, and depending on which way you choose, I mean, crafted your character. But I mean, I'm the type of, I'm never gonna play this game, but in most games I'm just the type of guy that will throw everything, including the fucking kitchen sink, until thing dies. And the more tools, the better. Even if the micromanagement makes me do worse. I mean, hey, it's just my playstyle, or what can I say? And I mean, I'd be fine with it. See, and again, they did the thing where it's like, oh, who's that? And then they had the the red exclamation point thing that shows that they see you. Like, I feel like that's like, you don't really, like, I get it, a lot of games put that in so people who don't are bad at stealth can be stealthy, but like we don't need that.
Combat has the feel of a classic samurai movie. Every motion counts. It's about lethal precision.
Okay, I just seen her gain health from doing that. Why? Again, every game does this. Every AAA game does that, where it has to find you gain health when you kill an enemy, or you gain health when you kill them a certain way. Like, I get it. You don't want the noobs to be taken out of the game, but why can't we have risk in video games anymore? Outside of arbitrarily flipping a difficulty setting. I just, and this is probably going to be one of those games where there's only really two difficulties: story and maybe gameplay, and maybe the third one's unlocked when you beat the game. Like, I don't like that in games, you know.
If an enemy swings hard, Atsu can lose her weapon. But if she's quick, she can disarm them.
Nothing there? You're dead.
choose the right weapon for the job. To fight a massive enemy, her
Yeah, I'm guessing those orbs are like health things. Again, this just looks like a game that's not really made for people who play games. You know, it's made for people who maybe like dabbled in games for like 5 seconds. But
huge Odachi blade is best.
big sword. Big sword. Yeah, that gives you gain health.
He looks like the one in charge.
Tonight, we feast!
How do you know? Like, it'd be better if you had to, you know, do some searching in these camps, but it just seems like, oh, you go to a place and the boss is in this designated fucking area, and it's like, oh, there he is, then you jump down, kill him, and fuck off. Like, I feel like you could do like a sort of an intelligence type thing where you sort of look around, eavesdrop, look for clues. I mean, I feel like that'd be better. And it's also the fact that you killed like the 4 or 5 people, and none of them alerted anyone here. You guys look like dumb as fuck. Like, there ain't no way you didn't either see or hear her.
Blades are great.
I mean, the takedowns look cool, but that's not combat. That's, press button at this point where this character is to do this. Like, it's effectively a QTE. It's effectively a cutscene. But, I mean, and it looks cool. But, I mean...
But ranged weapons work too. And Atsu's got an arsenal.
Got the gun.
A bounty hunter?
The gap.
A ghost?
Thrown weapons like kunai.
Yeah, I'm just looking at his attack pattern, and it's like, oh, swing, backs up, swing. Like, it is so well, and I get it, this is just, you know, the showcase, but homie's fucking thrown out so much choreographed attacks, like a damn, I mean, I'd say even the damn Elden Ring bosses are, you know, are better, because some of them fucking holds their attack till the heat death of the universe, then hits ya.
Arms, or even blinding powder can give Atsu an edge. When enemies switch weapons, you'll have to adapt. Dual swords are best against spears.
Yeah, rock, paper, scissors.
No more!
Tell me what you know about Saito.
Atsu doesn't always fight alone. She'll meet several allies on her hunt, including a mysterious wolf.
The dog. I mean, the dog's fine. Look, a lot of people shit on the dog. I mean, at least the dog helps in combat. It's not like motherfucking Assassin's Creed Shadows where you do the base building, you got the damn dogs, the Shih Tzus, whatever the fuck they're called. You can customize them. Like, if the dog helps you in combat, if the dog is a physical thing, utility to use against the enemy, I don't care.
Atsu can set up camp under the stars of Ezo. But she's not always alone.
Hey, friend. Share your fire with the traveling peddler?
What are you selling?
A mask.
Wow. Why? You have a bounty on your head. This is something that you shouldn't be able to do. I mean, it sets up risk sometimes, but then you're here and it's like, well, wait, don't you not have a bounty? Aren't you like wanted or something? And again, if you wanted to go mask off fucking boss bitch mode, okay, you know, I can see you doing shit like this. But if you want mask on, silent protagonist mode, you shouldn't be able to do this. See, that's why having different ways of going about this story would just make the game better. And if you do that, like you have like just instant replayability, because you can play without the mask and have one playthrough, or you can play with the mask and have another type of playthrough. And again, the world will adapt to your playthrough, and you will have to adapt in kind. But I don't think they're going to be that intricate.
Said to be cursed with the unpredictable nature of its previous owner.
Camping under the stars is a great way to rest up, play your shamisen, or cook to ready for a fight ahead.
But is this what Ghost of Tsushima players want? I mean, no. And this is what I'm saying with games like these. Like, again, Stellar Blade. Like, that game knows what the fuck it is, and it knows what the fuck it is not. Same thing with Black Myth Wukong, right? You know, games that were effectively critically acclaimed. Like, they made millions, and just games that came the fuck right out of nowhere. Like, they don't, like, you don't do this shit in those games. Okay, you do a little bit in Stellar Blade, but look, hot female, don't care. Like in Black Myth Wukong, you don't do any of this because you don't care. It's a boss rush. And there's a little bit of story and stuff and a little bit of companions, but you may, like, every mechanic, every facet, every piece of the game revolved around you getting stronger so you can rush bosses better. And okay, maybe you do the side quest to find a thing that makes the boss slightly easier, or maybe you veer off, and hell, next thing you know, you're in a completely another fucking area, and you're going through that, and you fight the boss there to get a cooler thing, to get maybe like a summon, or like to get, you know, to transformation, or to get, like, there's probably one of the coolest looking powers in Black Myth Wukong that you can completely skip by because you didn't do a sequence of things you had to do in the previous chapters. Like, I skipped by it the first time. I mean, I also beat Black Myth Wukong like 6 times, but every facet of that game existed to make you boss rush more effectively, boss rush the way you want to, you know, boss rush however way you want. Like, you didn't have shit like this in Black Myth Wukong.
To ready for a fight ahead. It's also designed to help bring important characters and upgrades straight to you. In fact, in place of the journal menu from Ghost of Tsushima, we've opted for a more character-driven way of managing allies and vendors you meet in Azo. Over time, Atsu grows to have her own wolf pack. And here, you can keep track of when a sensei might have a weapon skill for you, or when a vendor has something unique to sell.
I mean, or you can just get these through playing the fucking game. Okay, like, I don't really mind this system, but I don't know why you can't just either do a fucking quest for them and then get it. Like, new gear. How the fuck do you know? Like, just do the quest, look for them. Like, not everything needs to be thrown into, like, a UI. like make the player be like, no, you need to go to find these people, otherwise you will, miss out on things. That's fine. That also adds replayability, because it's like, oh, I missed out on this the first time. Well, I guess I'll go through and get it the second time.
Managing upgrades, resources, when to buy what, can be a burden in a big open world game. At campsites, members of your wolf pack can catch up with you, offering upgrades and unique items. This helps ensure you have every opportunity to upgrade and prepare for Atsu's vengeance quest ahead.
Not like you go to them, do their quest, or don't. Or don't do that. And, okay, maybe you'll have a harder playthrough, but, I mean, your choices overall determine how you go through the game. Like, it's just, I don't know why this is here. Right? Like, maybe I can understand why, and if it was, okay, this was one type of playthrough where your mask is off and, you're trying to be more personable. Or, like, maybe in the playthrough, your mask, where you have the mask, again, this isn't how I'm just thinking how they could make this better, right? Again, soon to be game developer, but, I haven't made this game. I talked to a few people who, they know a person that knows a person that made games for PlayStation in the past, and that's how you made people get interested. Like, you tell them, look, if you're not that interested, that's fine, but you're missing out on things, and if you want these cool things, sometimes just shit out of luck. Other times you just play through the game again and get them. But again, I just feel like this is not a game for people who plays games. Just based off just this alone, like, you shouldn't be able to do this because you're wanted. Like, I'm pretty sure people are hunting you down, right? Okay, because maybe you have the superstitious lot. Like, they started with her being an Onai heir, within the first couple minutes, but none of it really translate into the story or translate into her actions or the actions of the people around her. Like, this is a character you could switch out with literally anybody else, and, like, no one would react to it. And I think that's just terrible character design.
You don't have to leave where you're exploring. The game comes to you.
While exploring Ezo, you'll discover all sorts of new armor, charms, and gear. Perfect for building up Atsu around your chosen playstyle. Are you stealth, ranged, or melee focused? Find and combine the pieces that are just right for you. And of course, customize the look of your armor and weapons to make sure that your version of Atsu looks and fights just the way you want.
This looks fucking stupid, but this would look okay. Again, if you had a mask on or a mask off playthrough, and depending on who you interact with the mask on or off, you get different types of play styles. But they're not going to do that. That looks cool. I also just see this, they better not have a single fucking microtransaction in this stupid ass game. But, I don't know, just customizations in most games. Why? It makes some of these should be items you get through quests instead of, oh, you need to go to a place to farm a material. Then you need to go to another place to farm a different type of material. Then you need to go get past this part of the quest to get this material, bring it back, and you can craft the damn mask that does nothing. But, I mean, that'd just be annoying. Yeah. And there's only like a couple of these that look cool. Like this looks fine.
The score of Ghost of Yotei is incredibly special to us. Our amazing composer, Toma Otoa, has created a mashup of Eastern instrumentation with Western flavors, brought to life through an exciting collaboration of many talented artists.
でこうダウンビートまで
Yeah, and okay, and nothing bad to say here. Like, there is talent, and, you know, there is, you know, time and effort put into making the game sound and look good, right? I just wish there was talent in other aspects of the fucking game.
If you like what you heard, we're releasing 2 tracks featured in today's State of Play on your favorite streaming service immediately after the show.
Fucking photo mode. Like, I swear, like, why would you ever use this mode? Like, I can see when this game inevitably launches on PC, and there's fucking mods, which will probably be the only reason why this game sells on PC, is mods. I can see why in that situation you would have a photo mode. Right, like in Stellar Blade, they had a photo mode, and very interesting photos, but why on earth? And I feel like more games are going to do this, and it's like, why?
Digital photography community for Ghost of Tsushima is incredible. We're happy to have photo mode back in Ghost of Yotei and look forward to seeing photos from your journey across Ezo. We want playing through Ghost of Yotei to feel like stepping inside of your favorite classic samurai films. So, from the beginning of the game, we're happy to offer a full Japanese voice track with full lip sync that you can play with subtitles.
誰だてめえ 生きてたか狼の姫一人残らず息の根止めたと思ったまた会えたな刀鍛冶の娘
覚えておけ圧だ
To take the feeling of stepping into a classic samurai cinema experience one step further, we are honored to once again partner with acclaimed director Akira Kurosawa's estate for Kurosawa Mode, which emulates his classic black and white films.
I mean, I don't have a problem with this. I mean, this is fine. I mean, go crazy if you like this.
For Ghosts of Yotei, we wanted to celebrate 2 other influential directors who have had an impact on the genre as a whole. First, we've partnered with Takeshi Miike, director of 13 Assassins, for a mode that puts the camera closer during combat for a more intense, raw experience along with increased mud and blood splatter. And lastly, we've partnered with the director of Samurai Champloo, Shinichiro Watanabe. Turn this mode on to listen to some original lo-fi tracks directed by Watanabe himself.
So Japanese dubstep, huge again. I mean, they clearly put, some investment and effort into literally everything else but gameplay in a game, a video game that you're meant to play. Whatever.
There's so many ways to make your Ghost of Yotei playthrough your own. But no matter how you play, here's one way to experience Ghost of Yotei that is sure to be special.
Today, you've got a glimpse into Atsu's hunt for the Yotei 6. Forge your own path while discovering the secrets of Ezo. To survive, you'll need to master a variety of weapons, using lethal precision to overcome the odds and take revenge as the Onryo. Ghost of Yotei comes out on October 2nd. Thank you so much for watching.
I mean, ew, pre-order, ew. Like I said, there's, talent and effort put into the game, and, the world, the music, trying to make it feel aesthetic, but the gameplay just looks flat, looks generic. I mean, maybe I'm just looking at it the wrong way, but I don't see myself playing this game. Maybe when mods come out and when it eventually releases on PC, I don't know, but not for me. Please don't kill my horse. I mean, why not? Killing the Yotei 6 is near impossible task. Common trophy unlocked. Oh, I did see that. I was like, wait. You're collecting trophies? I mean, it makes sense. But it's a fucking common trophy. I like how they have the mindset. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But still got a lot of new things that work. I mean, sure. Rest in peace, Nobu, my horse of honor. Different weapons work best for different enemies. Dual swords on lethal for the full game. No, you need the fat sword. I absolutely love the fact that Ghost of Tsushima felt like a piece of art. Great to see that this focus has continued. I mean, okay, Ghost of Tsushima was a good game and also had good combat and good story, but I feel like there's just going to be a lot of fluff added to this game to just pad it out. Can't wait to see the new Dashu. Interesting. I wish Najabis was still around to get in on this game. R.I.P. man, don't know who that is. Getting revenge while having lo-fi playing in the background is a different level. I mean, it's okay. Like the idea that Atsu is a ghost in a different way than Jin being a spirit of vengeance rather than a spirit of the people / land. Hope we continue to see new types of ghosts in a new installment. And yeah, I mean, but I don't feel like her being an Onryo or the ghost of Yotei is going to really do, and like it's not going to reflect in the story outside of, oh, you're just going around killing them. Like, there's not really going to be like superstition, because again, you just seen in the video she just walks up in a fucking like air place and is like, oh, I need to see where are these people, and they threw her out. It's like, well, if there was the superstitious aspect, that either be she'd have the damn face mask on and be scaring the fuck out of them, or she's not going to, and they'll just laugh the fuck out of her. Like, that's why I feel like having two completely different like game modes that in two completely different ways you can play the game would fit perfectly in the game. Imagine Uncle Shamar's spirit catches you stealth killing and teaches you about honor. Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, I know in Ghost of Tsushima you got fucking berated. But again, you could say fuck it, go ham or not in Tsushima. I say on the time, if you're not using the goofy big sword and the gat, you ain't playing right. Before he actually said, I jokingly thought they should do a Takashi Miike mode that just makes it more gray, and then they actually did it. I'm so excited for the game. I mean, that's fine. I don't mind. Like, one was cool, but I don't think I could deprive myself of the incredible color in this game. Maybe a second playthrough, and yeah, that's why you would do that. If you kill my wolf or horse, I riot. Yeah. But anyway, I mean, I don't really care to play this game unless, yeah, unless it's like about 1/5 of the price and you get mods. Maybe. But anyway, that's all I gotta say. I was like, am I really going to play this game even with that? I'll think about it. That's a fat maybe. That's all I gotta say about this. Peace.